If you guys are in need of any grinding services, hit up my guy Rose NBA on Twitter. From domination to getting you guys a 95 plus overall hidden gem, he does it all. What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be taking with the new top of the class cards coming to NBA 2K25 MyTEAM tomorrow. Headlined by Dr. J, who's going to be an absolute beast. Joel Embiid with power forward eligibility. Luka Doncic point guard card. As well as, let's look at some of the diamonds. Dejounte Murray, going to be a stud. Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm going to say this. You guys can tell me I'm wrong. Might be the best card in tomorrow's drop. As well as Amare Stoudemire, Brandon Miller, Doug West, some other cards as well. So let's dive into these cards just briefly today. We'll dive into the worth it tomorrow. We'll go over all their SIGs. But briefly, I want to talk about each and every one of these cards, stats, and badges, and how good they will be. It doesn't say there will be more cards tomorrow, but I almost guarantee there's going to be some extra cards, not just these cards, coming to the game tomorrow. Now, again, so far, I feel like as far as like the hidden gems cards, we're going to start seeing some better and better cards. So I'm not really surprised about Dejounte Murray or Jaren Jackson Jr. I feel like they have been, just kind of slowly releasing some of these cards. So I'm not really surprised to see some of these cards get better and better. And tomorrow is a step in that right direction. So what we're going to do again, go through, talk about who is worth it, or at least might be worth it heading into tomorrow's drop, who is not good from tomorrow's drop as well. Now, the first card I want to talk about today is the Diamond Dejounte Murray. This card has all the potential in the world. 6'5", 85, 3-ball, 85, driving dunk, 90 ball, no good steal, perimeter, solid interior, 92 speed, badge-wise, Hall of Fame, unpluckable challenger, pick dodger, glove, lamp, mix, master, lightning lunch, 13 gold badges as well, including the on-ball menace, which is an important badge. Now, I feel like if you fully badge up Dejounte Murray, he's going to be really, really solid in the game. Now, at the same time, I don't think he's going to be perfect. I feel like he's going to have a skinny player build. I feel like he's not going to be as optimal as some of the other guys. Again, 6'5", good height. Going to play solid defense. I don't necessarily know how good it'll be. We'll talk about his release heading into tomorrow. One thing I do want to say, man, did Dejounte Murray fracture his hand, or isn't he feared to have fractured his hand or something? Definitely hope for his sake, it's not what the fear is, just because opening night in the NBA, you don't want to see that at all. Brandon Miller up next, 6'7", 89 3-ball, 95 driving dunk, 89 ball. No, defensively solid, not great, but solid. How about the Charlotte Hornets, man? That comeback was crazy last night. 3 Hall of Famers, posterizer, Deadeye, shifty, shooter, 10 on gold, some silver badges, and some bronze badges there. The one thing I don't see is on-ball menace. So if you pick up Brandon Miller, realize you're going to have to spend 15,000 coins plus just on upgrading the card, which, again, I'm not going to sit up here in front of you guys and say it's worth it. I don't think it is, but obviously you can do that. I don't love this Brandon Miller card. To me, not going to be one of my favorite cards in the drop tomorrow. So those are your 93 overalls. The 94 is coming tomorrow. Amare Stoudemire, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Doug West. Now, I've already kind of told you guys about Jaren Jackson Jr. and how I think he has the potential to be maybe one of the better cards in the entire game. But let's start with Amare Stoudemire first. 94 overall, 6'10", decent 3-ball, decent standing, driving dunk. Defensively looks okay. 86 speed is impressive. Badge-wise, not great. Hall of Fame, posterizer, pogo, physical finisher, high-flying denier. Some gold badges there, some silver badges there. If you all the way badge this card up, I mean, he's fine at the power forward position. This card is not going to be a great center in the game, though. You're going to have to badge him up, give him those badges he needs, upgrade some of his badges as well. The reason I somewhat like Amare is he's got a 78 3-ball, he's going to dunk the ball, and he's pretty fast. So I do think at the power forward position, Amare Stoudemire does have a lot of potential to be extremely good tomorrow. Now, is he going to be the best card tomorrow? I doubt it. Let's hop into Doug West. 6'6", 79 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, the standing dunk at a 25. So let me ask you this. I don't know how this year works. If he's 6'6" with a 25 standing dunk, does that mean he's not going to be able to standing dunk? Again, I don't know. Defensively looks okay, not great. This card stinks. I'm not going to sit up here and try to hype up Doug West. Maybe if he has the best release in the game, he's good. But he's a 6'6" shooting guard. Not great stat-wise. I'm just not going to sit here and hype that card up. I don't like the card whatsoever. I don't think the card is good. I'm not going to put any stock into him. A guy I'm going to put a lot of stock into is right here. Jaren Jackson Jr. This is going to be your best big in the entire game. Outside of David Robinson. had to clarify. Outside of David Robinson, this card is so good on this game. And I don't know if people realize it. I genuinely don't, because they're going to see Diamond. Maybe he'll be underpriced. But he's got 88 3-ball, 85 standing dunk, 85 driving dunk, 97 block, 92 interior, 87 speed, perfect badge-wise. Literally gets nearly every badge in the entire game. Can play power forward if you want. This is literally a top 10 card in this entire game. And at the center position, the best center in the entire game, he's better than Giannis Antetokounmpo. You guys don't have to agree with me on Jaren, and please don't, because I hope this card is not breaking my bank. But I'm telling you right now, if you get Jaren Jackson Jr. tomorrow, this card is going to play for the foreseeable future. There's not very many hidden gems, pink diamond, that are better than this card. If out of all the players coming tomorrow, guys, Jaren is the best. And that includes the pink diamonds, who I personally like. This card, Jaren, is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just telling you guys that so you know and aren't surprised when the card's a ridiculous price tomorrow. He's that good. Dr. J, 6'7", 89 3-ball, 98 driving dunk, 90 ball handle, really solid defensively, 96 speed. This is probably Dr. J's as good as Paul George. He is. And so Dr. J, nearly as good as Joel Embiid as well, might be as good as Joel Embiid. This card's ridiculous. Can shoot, can slash, 96 speed, plays perfect defense. Dr. J at 6'7", shooting guard position is just as good as Paul George. So I know I said that Jaren Jackson Jr. was the best card coming tomorrow, but Dr. J says hold this, watch this. Dr. J is that man in the game too, going to be a ridiculous price come tomorrow. Joel Embiid does have power forward eligibility, 87 3-ball, decent block, decent interior, decent rebounder, 84 speed. This card's good. About as good as, he's almost as good as Jaren. But Jaren's better than this card. So I hope you guys know and realize that. Joel Embiid's going to be more expensive, but Jaren is going to be the better option. Both cards are extremely good. Honestly, just get the cheaper option. The price of bigs in this game should be going way down, though, over the course of the next week or so. Last but certainly not least, we've got to talk about Luka Doncic, who I don't even know where Luka's at. I don't know if I've played against, I think I've played against the Luka this year, but it definitely was not the pink diamond Luka. I feel like Luka, it's going to be tough for me to hype him up. I genuinely believe that. 6'7", 96 3-ball, good ball handle. But look at the defense. 79 perimeter, 79 interior. It's not the worst. 90 speed, 8 Hall of Famers. I actually am going to say this. I think Luka is going to be better than people give him credit for. Because here's the situation. If these defensive stats were at 80 or 81, people would gas him. Since they're 79, people are going to be a little lower on him. Can rebound a little bit, decent speed. Offense, we can hold it down. Best part about this card, though, is he's 6'7". 6'7" with Hall of Fame limitless range. Going to do a lot of things on the court for you guys. Let's rank these cards from top to bottom. Coming in as my worst card coming tomorrow, as far as the diamonds. Again, we'll dive into their, their animations tomorrow. I'll go through their stats badges again. But we'll talk about their animations tomorrow. Ranking these cards from bottom to top. Doug West is the worst card coming tomorrow. Then I'd go Brandon Miller. Then I'm gonna go Amare Stoudemire. Then Dejounte Murray, in that order. Those are your bottom four. Then I'd go Luka Doncic as your fifth worst. And your top three. At number 3, I'm gonna go Joel Embiid. I think Joel Embiid's the third best card coming in tomorrow's drop. Number 2, I'm going to go Dr. J. And at number 1, I'm going to go Jaren. Now, the top 3 are all close. Jaren, Joel, and Dr. J are all extremely good. They're all top 15, 20 players in the entire game. This drop tomorrow is crazy. Pack odds are still going to be bad. I don't recommend you guys opening packs. But just know and realize the drop tomorrow is next level good. So hopefully you guys have some coins on standby. Hopefully you guys haven't bought guys like Wilt Chamberlain, guys like Shaquille O'Neal, because those guys are going to go way down in price. I'm genuinely like, if you even have Giannis, guys, those guys are going to go down in price because Giannis is not as good as Embiid and he's not as good as Jaren. D-Rob is still probably the best big in the game, but guys like Embiid and Jaren are close. So hopefully you got some MT on standby. That's going to wrap it up for our video. Drop a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.